Jeff, aka Pumpkin Spice. I hope y'all are having a happy holidays. Spend it with your families. A Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus to all y'all motherfuckers out there. Today we're gonna be looking at 7 things that I think every player in Insurgency Sandstorm should know when it comes to Firefight. Okay, so first on the list is the most obvious one. Everyone playing Firefight should at least have some kind of simple knowledge of the game mode itself, what the objectives are. You know, what is it that your team is trying to do in this game mode? And I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this game mode is second about kills, first about teamwork. All right, taking objectives is the most important part of this mode. Um, whether the only time you should be off an objective or not advancing towards an objective is whenever you're holding the angle, watching a choke point. I mean, that's really it in a nutshell. Whenever you fucking get shot, you fucking die, and you don't come back until your team captures a point, which is the whole fucking purpose of getting on the point in the first place. You want to get them all, and if you can't get them all, you want to fucking bring your team back. Simple enough, right? Uh, uh, Second aspect I want to cover in Firefight is flanking. It's nice to see everyone so eager to get on to B, but flanking around at alternate point and capping it is just as effective as taking B. Not only does your team now hold a vantage point to choke off any newly rezzed enemies, but you've also rezzed your own teammates that may have died trying to take B. I can't express how important flanking is to this mode. It's gonna, determine the battle usually. A lot of people, unless you have the gun skills to take B, or everyone has the gun skills to take B, you don't take B. And even then, somebody might still fucking 200 IQ you and nade everybody who's clustered together like they shouldn't be. So it's it's extremely important in those cases. Um, that leads me to number 3. So number 3 is map knowledge in general. Looking at the map, understanding the map, kind of like figuring out how to use the map to your advantage. I could go on for hours about this in different instances, but I mean, to keep this short for the sake of the brevity of this video, uh, basically I'm constantly spamming tab. It can tell you whether or not gunfire is friendly or enemy. It can tell you whether or not footsteps are friendly or enemy. I can tell you where your teammates are, if there are any teammates left. There's a lot of stuff you can gain just by looking at the map. I can't stress that enough. It's also good to get a grasp of how the maps flow, where the alternate routes are at, where do snipers usually post up at, things, and learning like some kind of like distinct call out for those spots is extremely important as well. I don't know them all. I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but I know enough to kind of like at least share that a little bit of information, as far as map knowledge and understanding how to use that to figure out the location of enemies. That's going to bring us into number 4. So number 4 is basically simple: mask your face and mask your movements. And I say that for a reason. That sorry sack of shit that's on top of your avatar's body that has the fucking mouth hole on it, it will get you killed so fucking quick in this game. All it takes is fucking one taking B or some stupid ass shit like that, and now everybody that's in that area knows your fucking location. So that's why I always bring a gas mask, and I preach to fucking bring a gas mask, because whenever your fucking dumbass avatar decides to fucking open his fucking food hole, fucking it covers that, at least for the most part. People can still generally kind of hear it, but they can't narrow it down exactly where you're at, which is important. I mean, you can get a drop on somebody. Another thing is who's moving through smoke. You can triangulate somebody's position while they're moving through smoke because they're coughing fucking constantly. So bring a gas mask. It's one fucking point. Why not? The next part of like fucking masking your movements is fucking learning where that fucking left alt fucking key is at. If you're gonna flank on a well traveled route, fucking walking instead of running around everywhere, you can surprise so many fucking people, and all you have to do is press a fucking key. I mean, it fucking hear somebody fucking plop 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 plop. You know, you're masking that whenever you fucking press that fucking that left alt button. It it's a fucking very valuable tool. I get so many fucking pre-fire kills, you know, going around corners because I hear enemies running up. Another good way to mask your movement is to crouch and ADS. If you crouch and ADS, you make no footsteps whatsoever. So I mean that's pretty much, you know, number four is extremely important just for you as a player and to make sure you stay alive long enough to get kills, if that's what you're going for, or stay alive long enough to win the match. You know, masking your face and masking your movement, very important. Next up, communication. Communication is it's important in all modes. It's important in this game in general. You know, fucking communicating with your teammates, uh, especially in Firefight, counting down fucking the amount of people that you fucking kill, where you killed them at. You know, so everybody else has an idea how many players are left on the map, especially for an enemy team. Another reason for communicating is like if you see somebody, an enemy going, you know, to B, you know, how many split off from spawn go to fucking, you know, B, how many split off to go to flank around to the alternate point, your point. Um, you can call those little things out and people know what to expect, and that's really what's important. If you're prepared for it, you know, for what you're going to face, you know, 9 times out of 10 you're going to win the gunfights, and you're going to know to be careful in these certain areas. So communication is key. I don't think I should have to go over this, and it feels like I'm beating a dead horse at this point on that. So I'm just going to stop it right there, and we're going to move on to number 6. You know, number 6 is a vague one. It's flexibility. Be a flexible player. If you know fucking B is locked down, don't be afraid to move to a, you know, a vantage point, a different angle, hold a fucking a choke point, or cap the next point, move to the next point, force the enemy to fucking make a move. That's the idea. It's you're trying to fucking throw them off enough to where they're not comfortable. You know, and sometimes that means that you have to be uncomfortable. You know, not everybody has to go to a fucking, and it this encompasses all the earlier fucking little fucking bullet points that I have. It encompasses all of them together. You still need to communicate with your team. You still need to fucking, you know, think about your movements and your flanking routes and all that shit. But be flexible enough to where you can do the mundane stuff like move into B, and you know you can do the other things like just fucking get off the point and make sure no other enemies can come in. Flexibility, you know, being able to move around is probably the most important rule besides number 7. Number 7 is don't be a dick. All right. And there's not a lot of us in this community that are dicks. I mean, most of us are dicks to an extent, but not big dicks. All right. We're all little dicks. Don't be a big dick. All right. Don't be a big dick, is what I'm saying. If you see somebody that's new and they're the last one alive and they're kind of just like sitting there not sure what to do, or even if it's a level 100, never really played Firefight, you don't have to berate them right off the bat. All right. It's first round. Say, hey, man, look, next time you need to do this or try this or move to this. You know, you're not helping us by sitting there on the point and, you know, fucking letting them, you know, revive their team or whatever, or just stalemating one while they have two. You're not helping us. You know, explain it to them. They come back, fucking and still keep doing it, berate them all you want, curse them out all you want. But I mean, you gotta at least gotta give people a chance. So be a little dick, but don't be a big fucking dick. Just because you know how to fucking play the game mode does not make you a better person. It doesn't make you better at the game. This is coming from a person who, makes tutorials about the game. Doesn't make me better at it. Just makes me more experienced in it. All right? Simple as that. There's always somebody out there that's better than you. So give them a hand. Show them the ropes. The only way that they're going to get better, good enough to help you, is if you fucking help them first. You got to invest a little bit of time in order to get a reward out of it. That's all I got. That's it, man. Fucking that's it for 2019. Hope you guys had a fucking amazing holiday. You spent it with fucking loved ones, family, friends, whoever you wanted to have around you. I hope you were with them. But anyway, see y'all in 2020. Peace out.